in the fight. Outside the wire, Marines come under attack from insurgents throughout Helmand Province. Despite the progress that has been made in Afghanistan, Marines in Helmand Province continue to get attacked by pockets of insurgent activity. Marine Sergeant Eric Wilterdink witnessed the skirmish firsthand with the men of 1st Battalion, 9th Marine Regiment, and brings us this story.
Knowing that we're being here at the late part of the war and understanding the intent of both the President of Afghanistan as well as the ISAF commanders and all commanders above, with that, our mission is to disrupt the enemy in the insurgents' way of life. And so that means that part of the planning was to live amongst them and have the insurgents disrupted by simply saying, hey, this is a different look.
We ended up starting to establish our patrol base, setting up some barricades, concertina wire out on the roads, just to limit vehicle traffic along the roads while we were going to be staying there over the 4 days. And when we started to actually construct some of our defensive barricades, we started to receive some enemy machine gun and sniper fire about 1,000 meters off to the east. So we were out there the following day, the 30th, receiving the same harassing fire we received on the 29th all day. We ended up linking up with 1st Platoon Alpha Section with Sergeant Early and Lieutenant Grissom, and we pushed a pretty large dismounted patrol off to the east just to kind of limit the enemy's firing capabilities onto the patrol base from the east. Heavily engaged the entire time we were pushing out towards them. Once we got up to those compounds the enemies were using as firing positions, they just continued to bound all the way down to the south, trying to keep a 800-meter gap between their firing positions and our trucks. And we basically just pushed them out of the area so that they didn't engage the PB for the rest of the 30th. As snipers and all the dismounts at the compound of interest were trying to mount back up into their vehicles so you could retrograde back to Camp Leatherneck, they ended up starting to receive high volumes of machine gun fire from approximately 1,000 meters off to the west, at which point most of my trucks were able to establish bid and return fire with their crew-served weapons, throwing smoke screens on the deck so that we could safely get people back in the vehicles. And once both